Happy Sunday, everybody, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and share the link with everyone you can so we can have as many as we can. Today, our topic is about the prophethood of a prophet Muhammad. All of us, we knew that the prophet Muhammad is an amazing prophet, and there is many proofs of that. We can see them in Disneyland. Actually, wherever you go, you can see a proof of a prophet Muhammad. As an example, the only religion who have a death warrant against Mickey Mouse is Islam, and that is really a clear proof that Muhammad, he came with something new. I mean, totally new, something out of the box. The prophecies of the prophet, proofs of prophethood series. Hey, this guy have series. I mean, it's not like one or two or three. There's many. I mean, it's endless. Okay. The prophecies of the messenger. And they are quoting for us the Quran, chapter 6, verse number 50. I mean, you want to prove to me that your prophet is a prophet from a chapter it's called the animals? And how this verse is exist in a chapter called the animals? Did Allah choose those names, or Muslims they fabricate them? I mean, how in the world you call a chapter in the Quran the chapter of the animals? We have a spider, we have the elephant. I mean, you feel like you are in a zoo. Even we have a chair, we have furniture, we have the table. So say, oh Muhammad, I do not tell you that I have the, I don't know how to read this word, hold on, give me like 2 weeks or 3, the depositors containing the provision of Allah, nor that I know the unseen, nor I do tell you that I am an angel. I am only tell you what is revealed to me. Muslims, what is revealed for him? That the sun set in the murky water, that women are half a brain, that man should beat his wife and that will make her a better wife. And the funny, the Quran here says, وَاللَّاتِي تَخَافُونَ نُشُوزَهُنَّ. Nushuz is used twice in the Quran. Let us do a little search, because this is the reason to beat them. Nushuz. So what nushuz is? Many, they lie to us and they say, oh, nushuz, that means she is cheating her husband. Don't lie, Abdul. Don't lie. A woman, she cheat on her husband in Islam, she will be executed. Don't lie. As you see, there's 2 verses in the Quran speaking about nushuz. When the man he do nushuz, it's okay in Islam. The verse number 128, it's about Muhammad doing nushuz to his wife. He don't like them no more. His wife Sauda, she became old and heavy, and Muhammad, he stopped sleeping with her, and rumor spread, he in purpose he spread it to tell her, I'm thinking about divorcing you. So then Aisha, she convinced the women, listen, he will divorce you. What about you give your day for me, because that will make Aisha make more money. When Muhammad he come to the house of Aisha, all the gifts come to the house of Muhammad. Wherever he is, it come. But Aisha, it make it inclusive, only come, or exclusive, only to her. Only in her house, people they can send gifts. So she made Sauda, the poor woman, agree to give her day to Aisha. In return, the Prophet will not divorce her. So if a man he do nushuz, the woman she cannot beat him. And look how the translation come. If a woman fears ill treatment, so it's ill treatment of the man. This is the Muslim translation, not my translation. The man he can do ill treatment, which means he can treat his wife badly. It's okay. If the women she do ill treatment, beat her. The same chapter, the same Quran, and your translation. We have a Muslim, he is posting for us that he loved the Kaaba. Well, my friend, this is another proof that Muhammad is a false prophet. That is additional proof that Muhammad is a false prophet. Believing in stones and kissing stones, it's a sign of paganism. It's a clear pagan teaching. What kind of a prophet, Mr. Fahim, teach you that if you kiss a stone and touch a stone, stones will forgive your sin? You Muslims, you spend the day says, oh, we worship only one God. Oh, we worship only one God, the oneness of God. No, you worship gods. And you know, as we see, we have additional to Allah, we have stones. Oh, Abu Abdul Rahman, why do I only see you touching these two corners? Why only I see you touching those corners? He said, I heard the messenger of Allah says, touching them erase sins. You Muslims believe in stones can erase sin? Well, Mr. Fahim, we don't worship a cross, and Jesus never says to anyone to kiss a cross. But you're a prophet, he kissed a stone. At least the cross is where Jesus he died on the cross, symbolic for his sacrifice. But Christians don't worship crosses. You Muslims believe that those stones are living stones, and actually there's a hadith where Muhammad he says that the black stone is the right hand of Allah. And not only that, Muhammad he claimed that the black stone is going to speak and is going to witness for Muslims. And this is why Muhammad he said that the black stone is the right hand of Allah. This is a very, very, very clear proof that Islam is a pagan cult. The messenger of Allah said about the black stone, by Allah, Allah will raise it on the day of resurrection with two eyes, by which it sees, and tongue that it speaks. Interesting. And yet they say to us that Islam is not a pagan cult. We have a black stone. Just to make it more clear for those who they are reading to understand what's happening here. You know, I cannot resist use my ability and skills of art. As you know, I'm very artistic, and I won many prizes when it's come to drawing things on the black stone. So according to your prophet, the black stone is going to have two eyes. Ooh, how zigzag. Ooh, look at this. Wow. And the black stone is going to have a mouth. Yamma mia. And the black stone is going to have a tongue. What? Tongue. This is what your prophet he just said, and I challenge you to say I'm lying. And the black stone in the judgment day is going to do I mean, how she can report everybody who touch her? There's millions and millions and millions of people touch the stone and kiss it. So Allah is Almighty God. Hey, by the way, guys, I have copyright over this. Don't take it, print it, put it in your room, or set it in. You know, come on. Okay, so nobody can use it for his own purpose. So who is the Muslim want to believe in such a thing, that Muhammad is a prophet? He's making a prophecy. This is a prophecy that in the judgment day you have a stone is going to have a tongue, is going to have a mouth, is going to have eyes. By the way, what happened to the nose? Muhammad did not mention the nose. And by the way, the black stone is not the black stone. Where is the black stone? There's only little tiny stones in the wax. This is wax. You see the black thing? This is a wax. Maybe many of you do not notice. Black stone is gone. When Al-Qurmuti destroyed the Kaaba and he took the black stone and he make it as a purple stone for 20 years, 21 years, he returned for them little tiny stones, and then they put it inside the wax in the shape of the old stones. The stone is gone. How come Allah did not preserve his stones? If this stone is going to survive until judgment day, and now we have little 7 or 8 tiny stones, as you see. I don't know if you can notice with me. If we go here, if we zoom in, you will see little tiny stones. There's nothing left of the stones. They are just putting wax around the stones, you know. They are gone. There's no stones. And they do wax almost every week. They do maintenance. So obviously Islam is a pagan cult. Teach fictions and Disneyland stories. When Muhammad in the Quran, or in that article the Muslims they showed us, they say that Muhammad, he knew nothing of himself in the chapter of the animals, Al-An'am. Nothing Muhammad he say of his own. Okay, so when Muhammad he says that the black stone is going to come with 2 eyes and a tongue, he is not making that up. Allah told him that. Now you tell me how Allah he says such a stupid thing. In the Quran, Muhammad he claimed that if somebody commits he stole something, we have to cut his hand. Okay, what if he steal? Like what? What is the penalty exactly, and for what a crime? Muhammad said, just this is additional proof that Muhammad is a liar. Read this with me. Why somebody will lose his hand? If you steal something equal to 25 cents and more, they will cut your hand. Is that right? Or he stole an egg. Is that right? So for stealing an egg, you lose your hand. But Muhammad was, his living, his life is based on theft. If you steal a rope or an egg, his hand will be cut off. Do you see it? This is not my words. This is sahih. This is sahih. This is not Christian Prince saying that. Is that accurate, Muslims? So if somebody he stole an egg, we cut his hand. Question: if somebody did a robbery, what is the penalty? Look, guys, Muhammad, who the one who said, if you steal an egg, we cut your hand. Look what he said. The hand of the one who betrays a trust, and the robber, and the, let me have, I don't know how to say it, to read this one. Give me a week. Belief rear, belief. Okay, hold on. An Arab guy trying to read English. The belief. Okay, guys, you read it. I will give you time to read it. It's not me who do not know how to read it, but I'm sure you can read it. You know, I will let it read it by yourself. It is not to be cut off. So a guy, he steal an egg, we cut his hand, and a robber, we don't cut his hand. Have you ever heard of a madness? So if I steal an egg, you cut my hand. But if I betray a trust, so somebody like betray the Muslim nations, somebody, he is a robber. You know what robber mean? Like he go to the bank and he take millions. So the guy who do rob and steal millions, we will not get his hand. But if he steal an egg, brother, we cut his hand. Is that a religion? So the one who cut who steal an egg or a rope, we cut his hand. And then the poor this poor guy, because the one who steal an egg, guys, is somebody is hungry, correct? I mean, obviously he is not really, is somebody who want to feed his kids, maybe. He steal an egg. He did not even steal a chicken. It is an egg. So we cut his hand because he stole an egg. And the one who do robbery, steal millions, we do nothing to him. What kind of God this God is? Anyone knows why Muhammad, he said that if you are doing a robbery, we don't cut your hand? Because he was one of them. The Sa'ariq is a group of men who they are denounced by their tribes. They throw them out. They are outlaw criminals. All of them, they are thieves. This is why if you do a robbery, no punishment. Is that the religion of peace and ethic? The one who steal from the government, because this is what it says here, or steal it from a business, like you work for, you hire a Muslim to work for you, according to this verse here, the teaching of Muhammad, and he takes some money from the box, the cashier machine, there's no punishment. Read it. It's not me who's saying that. This is the Muslim translation, this is the Muslim publishing, and this is Muhammad is talking, and this is the hadith number, and it is sahih, which means very authentic. As you see, Muhammad, he failed teaching bad ethic. Now we have to remember Muhammad the prophet, he come with amazing rules. Like we showed you how he teach Muslims to beat their wives, but maybe we did not show you that the Muslims, they say that beating is lightly to the point you can make your wife's skin greener than her clothes. Do you see how light the beating is? I mean, all of this is a good ethic. A woman, she came to Aisha and she said to her, and this is Sahih Bukhari, as you see, very authentic. And Aisha, she witnessed that nobody have a bad life as much as a Muslim woman. Aisha, she said, I have not seen any women suffering as much as a believing woman. Why Aisha saying that? Why Muslim women suffering more than all women in the world? And who is the one saying that? Is that the woman she worked for, Christian Prince? This is Aisha. The man, he did beat his wife until he made her skin greener than her clothing. And then Muhammad not only agree with this beating, he forced her to be raped by her husband. Because this is the whole beating is about. She didn't want to sleep with the man. She went to Muhammad seeking protection. Muhammad, he took the side of the man, and he says, if you think you can avoid not to sleep with him, you are wrong. So he agreed with the beating, and that beating was so violent to the point her skin is greener than her clothes, and in the top she is going to be raped. And this is the story in the front of you. You can read it, all of it. One more thing to show you how sick this man is. What do you think about a person who encourage men to leave their wife who is adult and mature and look for a child? What do you think? How in the world this man can be a prophet? Muhammad was going back after attacking his neighbors, stealing their money. Abdullah was driving his donkey or camel in front of him. Muhammad said to him, "Oh, Abdullah, I see that you are in rush. Why you are in hurry?" He said, "Well, a prophet of Allah, I get married." Or Jabir, sorry, the story about Jabir. Muhammad, he said, "Oh, you have married?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "He married a virgin or a previously married?" Which means he's asking about her private part situation. If she or she is not. You know what I'm talking about. Not really. It's not about married or previously married. She's a virgin or she is not. I said, "Oh Allah Messenger, with one who was previously married." Whereupon the devil is talking now. Listen to this. Why don't you marry a young girl so that you could sport with her and she could sport with you? Have you ever heard of a devilish teacher more than this? The man is not complaining. He is actually, obviously, he is in love with his wife. This is why he is rushing to go home. Muhammad intervened, questioning the decision of the man who married a previously married woman, saying to him, why you do that? Huh? Why you marry a woman? She is adult and she is a previously married. What about you get a young child so you can play with her? What the purpose? To play with you. Can you imagine how disgusting he is? While Jesus teaching us that we should be united in our marriage, loving each other. The man and the women, they leave their parents and they will become one. Muhammad is encouraging his men to hate the women he have and to look for a young child just to sport with her because he's sick. He's literally sick. A man, he marry a child to sport with her. Is that the wise God and the wise prophet? Teaching me to find a female, she is so young, so she will amuse you, as Muhammad in the hadith says. How she will amuse me? Walking with her diaper? How is that? Very sick, disgusting mentality. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. Not only we showed Ibn Kathir, all Muslim scholars agree. It says, and those who have not yet menstruated because of their young age. Do you see it? Because of what? Let me zoom in. To the one who is playing dumb and blind. This is your scholars, all of them, they agree. And this verse talking about divorcing children, not marrying children. So what do you want to say? We divorce children, we don't marry them? So anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here. I pray that the Lord, he will always help us to understand and learn, and you know, to learn from what we are doing here. We don't want to waste our time. You see, time is a priceless. Every moment go of your life will never have it again. So we are here not, yes, maybe we laugh, etc., but the purpose is not laughing. The purpose is saving millions of people from being misled, sadly. We love the Muslims, we don't hate them and never hate them. Because if you do that, you are not better than the evil one. Love your enemy, pray for them. And to be loving is to share the truth. Even the truth sometimes hurt. It hurt. The only way not to hurt somebody's feeling is by being a liar, not to tell him what is wrong. And those who loves you is the one who tell you what's wrong. The one who don't want you to be better, they will tell you, okay, you're very fine. You walk in the street and you have some dirt in your clothes or something wrong. All those who don't care for you, they will not tell you what's wrong. Only the person who really care for you, he say, listen, you have something here in your clothes. Oh, you know, maybe your zipper is open. Your t-shirt have a dirt from a bird. And this is for something simple. What about going to hell or to heaven? Or believing in such a stupid cult, like affecting our life, like violence and beating women and killing people? That's way more than something in your clothing. So thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you, and until we see you again soon. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And thank you very much. Take care.